Hello everyone, welcome to From the Heart. I'm Joshua.
And I'm Mary.
And we're excited to bring to you all that's new and good when it comes to the arts in Central Florida.
With us is Bob Codges, owner and founder of Flight of Ideas. He's here to tell us about his vision of the future for both his company and his own personal creative endeavors. Welcome back, Bob.
Yeah,
hey,
welcome.
Hi guys.
So what is on the horizon, or what's your vision for Flight of Ideas and you?
Well, I tend to breakate from project to project. You know, breakation? That's what apes do from vine to vine. This is me with my projects. And I don't have an extraordinary vision for where the company is going to go, but something that I've been doing over the last 3 years is something I call BOGO, which is buy one, give one. And so I do, for every paying client I have, I do a free project for the not-for-profit of their choice and help organizations all over the country for free. Which kind of goes against the whole business model, but what I've been learning over the last 3 years is you can't go poor by giving stuff away. And I've encountered so many amazing new friends by going through this process, and I'm having a lot of fun in the process. And so I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to try to adjust the model so that maybe I can inspire more people to join in, because what I really want is I can only do so much as an individual in terms of giving, and the world needs a lot more than I can afford to pay for. So I'm trying to encourage other people to engage in more giving and hopefully factor that out to a larger audience, because I feel like it's the right thing to do. And it's been a beautiful experience for me right now. And I'll work with all kinds of organizations. Last year I got to work with NASA, Disney Imagineering. I've worked with all kinds of corporations all over the country. I really enjoy working with the small not-for-profit organizations because I have a love for people and organizations who are trying to do good for our people and for the planet. So I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to try to keep inspiring, and I'm going to try to invent some stuff that that's useful and valuable to people out there. I'm writing a book.
Yeah.
But I have to tell you that is a lonely experience. I want to be around people too much, and I find that if I spend the time it takes to actually write behind my computer, I'm not out filling my own tank with joyful experiences. And so it's going to be a slow process in coming, but I feel like I have some things to share, and hopefully I will articulate that well enough that someone will choose to publish it.
You can call me on speakerphone or Facebook, and I'll just talk to you while you're writing.
I love it.
Bob, we were a recipient, CFC Arts was a recipient of
Yeah.
your buy one, give one, and it was incredible. When we spent time with you in that creative think tank, it did wonders for our nonprofit. So let me encourage you to keep doing that great work in our community, because it is working and it is giving back. So thank you for that. You know, I heard, just to kind of piggyback on what we were talking about in a former segment, we were talking about finding your way in life and inspiring through creativity and all those things. But I heard just yesterday somebody asked a young college student, what are you going to be when you grow up? And the person said, well, I'm already grown up. And the person said, no, what are you going to be when you grow up, when you find yourself truly? So, Bob, what are you going to be when you grow up?
Well, first, I don't intend to grow up, because I think grown-ups aren't really that interesting to me. I prefer people who are less mature. But I don't really know. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I want to have a greater influence. My whole model has shifted away from building a business to trying to have a significant impact. And so I'm going to try to grow that impact, but I'm going to grow that impact in a way that brings me joy, because I find that if we focus too much on success and not enough on happiness, the tank runs out. And I'm focused on helping myself and other people to find that intersection between success and happiness. And when I learn things, I create shows and I go out and teach people. So when I MS, I talk about creativity. I talk about how to be ready for anything. I talk about how to do the impossible. These are all things that I went out and studied other people doing it very successfully, and I thought, oh, this is going to bring good stuff to the world, so let me put it together and teach some other people how this works. And that's kind of my mission. That's how I've been working this thing for the last 15 years, and it's been an amazing journey.
You once told me about your, when you give one away after you've been hired, and I've been doing that since then. So I've been keeping count of the jobs that I get and the things that I do as a giveaway, and I love it. It just makes me feel good.
I love that. That makes me feel good.
I don't know if I ever told you that.
We're having a moment right here.
Yeah.
Well, because you're a gift, and now you're a gift that's giving yourself as a gift. That's a beautiful thing. I love that. It is good. It is good. It is good to give. It feels good. I feel selfish sometimes giving, which is kind of ridiculous, but still, I feel like I get joy out of this, and I'm having fun, and I can afford to do it. So can everybody else, if they choose to. And last year, actually, I got a Jefferson Award for my giving. which was really a big honor and a big surprise for me, which is just a lovely something, people recognizing the power of giving.
And who gave that to you?
It was through the United Safety Council.
Nice.
Oh, very cool.
I've done some projects for them, and I've done some free work for them. And Jim Payne was the person who presented me with my award, and Dennis Salvaggio, the fat guy from the Orlando Magic, shot my pictures. I'm going to have lunch with him in a couple weeks, actually.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it was a fun event.
Safety awards. Safety first.
Thumbs up for safety.
Why do you think the arts are so important to our community? Why is it vital that we have them and that it's part of our economy and everything that we do?
Imagine a world without the arts. It's not a world I want to live in. I don't think it's a world that anybody wants to live in. I don't think people understand how pervasive the arts are. And we were talking earlier, and a lot of people see the arts as a coat of paint that goes on after everything is finished. And I see it as DNA for our community, for our connections, for communication. It's the core of what we should be doing. And the sad thing is, arts are often the first things that are cut in schools and in organizations when the budgets get crunched, because people don't realize how vital they are.
That just happened. So what do you suggest we do about it? We were just talking about how here in Florida, less than a fourth of what we had last year will be given to the arts in our state now. What do you think we should all do
I say
about
we create in spite of the budget. I say we find ways, avenues to bring arts to light, whether we have money for it or not. Let's do guerrilla theater in the streets. Let's paint on the sidewalks. Let's find a way because I think when people are exposed to it, that's when they find value in it. And when they take away our money and we go into little hiding places because we have nothing to fund ourselves, they forget about us more.
And if we're creative people, we find a way to create around the money.
Let's use these gifts in order to help move the momentum of this important element in our lives.
I love it. I love your passion, Bob. Tell us how we can learn more about Flight of Ideas.
Oh, I have a funky little website, www.flightofIdeas.net. Kind of tells you a little bit about what I do, people I serve, the clients that I take care of, and some of my basic philosophies.
So what if someone wants you for a family reunion? Can you work with them?
Let's talk.
Knowing Bob, yes.
Here's my card.
I just call you for mine.
The range is very wide to the things that I do, and my company's name is Flight of Ideas. That kind of gives you an indication of how all over the place I am.
That's awesome. Well, keep up the great work. Thank you for creating.
Thank you so much for being here, Bob.
Thank you guys for having me. It's been a blast.
Thanks for joining Joshua and I with our guest, Bob Kodges. I'm feeling quite inspired by this conversation. How about you?
Yeah, you bet. Absolutely. Our wish for you is an opportunity to one day work with Bob. If you do, tell them Mary and Joshua say hello.
From the heart.